What's up guys, how you doing? I hope you guys are well. Welcome to another video. Today we are talking again about the DJI Osmo Action, specifically the latest firmware update that is now out for this. It took me a little while to download it. Other people are ahead of the game with this than me, but I've been downloading it, I've been playing around with it, and it's like a massive improvement, so I wanted to share that with you guys today. Going to be a great video. Let's go. As per usual guys, make sure you go follow me on social media. Loads of my photos, video bits, behind the scenes stuff over there. Remember, you can find me on Instagram on 3 different places. The main place to find me right now is at Rob Sambles. If you want my sports work specifically, that's at Rob Sambles Sport, or you can check out at Scorchers Photog. Don't forget to check me over on Twitter as well, at Rob Sambles Photo. You can find me over there. Especially that's the best place for like a bit of interaction, questions and stuff like that. Quickly want to say thank you very much for the response to the last video about the photo critiques. That inbox has piled up already. Lots of you guys taking advantage of me, sending like 20 different emails with one photo on each. I probably wasn't clear enough. I kind of meant choose one photo to send. Obviously, when I do the critiques, I'm only going to choose one photo per person to critique. But there's going to be several videos, mostly because the demand on that has been massive. So there's going to be several videos in that series, I imagine. That's going to be fun to shoot. The first one of those will probably be coming to you guys next week on Wednesday. That should be out next week on Wednesday. So anyway, enough about this. Let's get into the DJI Osmo Action and looking at some firmware. So, earlier on today, I downloaded the newest firmware onto my Osmo Action. Specifically, the firmware version is 01.07.00.20 brackets 7099 brackets. I'll put it on the screen right here in case it means something to any of you guys, because it doesn't really mean much to me apart from the fact that I know it is the latest one. Now, the biggest thing with this, the 2 things supposedly that they had improved with this, was the delay and the lag when you're shooting, front or back screen, because that was a massive issue, and one of the biggest issues that people had with this camera when it was first released. Those of you guys who've seen my previous videos on the DJI Osmo Action, which will be linked at the end of this video if you do want to go check them out, you'll see that that was an issue I had with it as well. So that's one of the big things that I was looking for in this specific update. The other one is that apparently the microphone, or at least the sound quality of the external mic has improved when you're using the external mic adapter, which I do use. Lots of people, when I did a video on that, which I'll also link at the end of this one, lots of people said they found their adapter didn't work. Not sure why, I'll be honest, I find mine really good. I find it does work, it stays clicked in, and all the stuff that people seem to be struggling with. So those are the 2 main things that I'm going to be looking at today, is the lag and the microphone sound quality, because those are the 2 things that I hope have improved. So first thing we're going to look at is the lag, mainly because I want to do that on the main camera so you guys can see the screen on this one. When we do the sound quality, I'm actually going to switch, so you guys will be seeing me through this one, so you can see the sound quality firsthand rather than having to trust what I say. So let's get this set up and get it so we can record some video. Okay, so here we are. We have got the camera set up. Now, just for your guys' reference, I've got this shooting in 1080p because I shoot most of the stuff in 1080p. And I've got it set on the rock steady mode because that was one of the main things that people said they found the issue with when it was using rock steady mode, was when the lag was much, much worse. So we've got rock steady mode turned on. So let's get this filming so that we can, here we go. So we are filming. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys, hopefully you can see, there you go, you guys should be able to see the back of the camera. So the biggest issue we had with this, right, was the lag. Now, you can probably remember in my previous video, when I was moving my hand across, it was almost like slow motion. On this camera here, you saw my hand come down, and then a good like couple of seconds later, there'd be like a pause, and then you'd see my hand come down on this one. So that's the biggest thing, right? Let's check if there's a difference. So there you go, you can see the picture. Let's bring my hand through. Oh god, guys, that's a massive improvement. Like it's still slightly behind, right? Like ever so slightly, but that's a massive improvement. If you guys wonder why I'm so like, that's a huge improvement, go check out my last video, you'll see what I mean. That is a huge improvement and has definitely improved loads. So good to see that. Great. That for me was one of the biggest issues with this camera. So that has just taken it from, to like skyrocketed it for me. So great. Right. Let's check the sound quality, right? That's the big thing. Now, first of all, let me show you the setup I use for a microphone using this camera. Okay, so here's the setup that I use when I'm using this as like a vlog camera. I've got the external microphone adapter, which you can see here. I've done a whole video on this one, guys. Go check that one out if you want to learn about this one. I think the brand of it is like Sino-Vu or something. It's the one that's sold through the DJI official store. So go check that out. I've done a video on that. Like I said, this one, like it stays in. It doesn't come out. It's not even wobbly on mine. Some people have had a challenge with that, which is a shame. But look, mine's absolutely fine. I've also got it in the cage. The reason being is because I can add my microphone to the top. I use the the Rode video mic micro, which I have got here. I'm recording the sound right now onto it, so that will get plugged in there and will stand on the top. So we're going to switch to this camera. Next thing you see, we'll be switching to this one so that you guys can see the sound quality. Let's do this. Okay, and now we are on to the DJI Osmo action camera, guys. So this is with the microphone plugged in, right? So this is with the adapter and with the external mic plugged in. You guys can assess for yourself what the sound quality is like. Obviously I haven't heard it yet. I'm going to in a minute. And of course, I'll make sure I see the footage and listen to it before I do the roundup to the video. So just for a comparison, this is with the microphone plugged in. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to unplug it for a second so that you can hear the sound quality without it. So it's now unplugged. So this is without the external microphone. Hopefully there is a noticeable difference. Otherwise, perhaps it's not worth the money to buy the adapter and the microphone. But let's just plug it back in. So, we are now plugged back in, so hopefully there is a substantial difference. That is the sound quality test. Let's go check it out on the computer so we can see if the firmware has made a difference. Let's switch back to the other camera. And there we go. So yeah, I've just listened to that footage myself. Yeah, I think it's improved. I already thought it was a big improvement adding the external mic, and I know some people disagreed with me on that, but I thought it was. And actually, I think it's taken another little step up again. I think the quality has improved again with the new firmware, which is great, right? I've got to say, this is fast becoming a camera that I'm actually feeling like I could take this out and about and film kind of a whole vlog on this rather than having to take my 70D, which is what I'm filming on right here, a Canon 70D, and normally I'm carrying that one out there on a Gorilla Pod if I do any kind of vlogging. So the way I'm going to experiment is I'm actually due to film a bit of a kind of a vlog video this weekend, a football game I'm shooting. And I will do all of that on this camera, on the DJI Osmo Action. I think it's probably going to be the best test for it, so we can see how it comes out. So if you guys are interested to see that, make sure you check out that video when it comes out. That one will probably be out in about 10 days, something like that. But yeah, make sure you check that one out. Right, let's round off this video. So in summary, so yeah, look, the new firmware is in there. The biggest thing for me by a stretch is the improvement in that lag. I think that's massive, something I'm really, really pleased about, and something which is going to make the camera so much more usable for me, and something which I know affected a lot of other people. So if you're one of those people who's kind of given up on the Osmo Action, hey, look, get it off the shelf, blow the dust off it, update the firmware, and test it out, because I think you will be pleasantly surprised. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me one favour, take a second to just go hit that like button. It helps me out massively. It helps my video, it helps my channel, and it supports me, and it's the only thing I ask in return for taking the time to make this video for you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video next Wednesday.